Then Jesus entered the temple courts and drove out all who were buying and selling there. He overturned the tables of the money changers and the seats of those selling doves. And he declared to them, "It is written, my temple will be called a house of prayer." Matthew 21, 12 through 13. Many years ago, I spent a week in the Galapagos Islands with a missions team from National Community Church. The Galapagos is an archipelago of islands 500 miles off the coast of Ecuador. Might be the closest thing to the Garden of Eden left on earth. We spent much of our time in a boat on the open seas, island hopping. And I remember getting a little seasick, but I also remember pelicans that looked like prehistoric pterodactyls that would dive bomb into the ocean and come back up with breakfast in their beaks. I remember giant iguanas that were absolutely unintimidated by humankind. I remember jumping into the ocean and swimming with sea lions, which I later learned is not altogether safe. Well, it was a few weeks after returning home from the Galapagos that my wife and I took our kids to the National Zoo. Now, the National Zoo is a wonderful zoo, but I'm ruined for zoos. After going to the Galapagos, after seeing all of those animals in their natural habitat, it's not the same. So we're walking through the ape house in the National Zoo. There are 400-pound gorillas in cages behind protective plexiglass. And a thought fires across my synapses. I wonder if churches do to people what zoos do to animals. I wonder if we try to tame people in the name of Christ. We try to remove the risk. We try to mitigate the danger. And we think we're discipling people, but all we're really doing is domesticating them. What you end up with is a caged Christian. Newsflash. Jesus didn't die just to keep us safe. Jesus died to make us dangerous. The will of God is not an insurance plan. It's a dangerous plan. When did we start thinking that Jesus called us to safe places to do easy things with nice people? What makes us think that we can become like Jesus without being betrayed by Judas, mocked by Pharisees, crucified by Roman soldiers, or tempted by Satan himself? I love this moment when Jesus confronts the money changers, when he turns over the tables. Jesus is the Lamb of God, but he is also the Lion of the tribe of Judah. He even makes his own whip before turning over those tables. Why? He was restoring the temple to its original purpose. My temple will be called a house of prayer. Those who crucified Jesus, said Dorothy Sayers, did not do so because he was a bore. Quite the contrary, he was too dynamic to be safe. It has been left for later generations to muffle up that shattering personality and surround him with an atmosphere of tedium. We have declawed the Lion of Judah and made him a house cat for pale priests and pious old ladies. Jesus didn't die just to make bad people good. He died to bring dead people to life.